This drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying, I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this.
All right, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. Carry for Bernard. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shift. Check. Crunch. Shift.
This is Bernard. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run with Lewis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Carlos Dunlap in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100. And what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Carlos Dunlap. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Garoppolo on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go.
Garoppolo now. 1st down throw. And that's complete to Cooks. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They run. This is Lewis. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, a 23-yard run. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. This is Lewis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Again, it's Lewis. He'll get 3 up to midfield. New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Garoppolo. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for six.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space. Hit Dion Lewis. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Hurry up. Back down to that Philly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got room. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. Detroit.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Dion Lewis. And a cut to the right and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he knocks it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Fights loose. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On the screen, Bernard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Here we go. Over. Gun. Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. He'll look to throw.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jeff Driscoll taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete, Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. 2nd and 5. Gun. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Lawrence Guy in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it, too.
That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. Detroit.
He's back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially